Hi everyone, Prof. Cruz here with a tour of an obstructed ocean view cabin on Holland America's Noordam. So it is day one. I've just arrived at my cabin. I have been on this ship at least once before, maybe twice, but I know I was on board for a long New Zealand itinerary, but I did have a different cabin category that time. So this is my first time sailing in the obstructed ocean view cabin. So let's go ahead and take a look around. So here's the main sleeping area. One thing I really like is that there are these drapes that you can use to separate the space from the rest of the cabin. So you can just go ahead and close these drapes and it offers a little bit of privacy. This is nice if you have a third person sailing with you who will be utilizing this little sofa. It turns into a bed for the third person. So you essentially sort of have two bedrooms, which is a nice feature. So going over here, you have your flat screen television. I want to get right to the point here. I know a lot of you watching this are probably really curious about what this obstructed ocean view looks like. So I want to give you a real close look at this. So as you can see, there is a lifeboat located directly at the window. This is a really nice big floor to ceiling window, very similar to what you would have in a balcony cabin, just without the balcony. And you do have, this is considered a fully obstructed ocean view cabin because the lifeboat is right there. But I do want to give you a sense of kind of how this looks. So you can see all the way through the windows of the lifeboat. So you're really getting a lot of natural light in this cabin. And also if you look off to the right here, you can kind of see the water. So while it is pretty obstructed, you still are getting some sort of peekaboo views of the outdoors, and you are getting all of that wonderful natural light. I want to just show you this quickly. There is a USB port. There's one of these located on both sides of the bed. It's a nice little storage space here. Same thing on the other side. I will note that these cabins have been refurbished since I sailed on this ship last. They do look a little bit more updated and modern, which is nice. Again, another USB port here, some additional storage or telephone. Again, this sofa does convert into a bed for a third person if you have someone else sailing with you. Let's pan over here and take a look at the desk area. So the cabin does not come with the food. You have to go retrieve that yourself. You can see I'm all ready to go with my lunch. So in this space you have some wine glasses, and then this is also where you will find your hair dryer, and there's also a makeup mirror here. Your trash, all of my paperwork, a little bottle of wine. Obviously there's an extra charge for that. You can have your cabin steward provide ice for you each day if you'd like. There's the ice bucket. This is the mini fridge. It does come stocked with a bunch of mini bar items that you can pay extra for if you would like. You can also just clear these out for the duration of your cruise. I usually just stick them in one of the closets and just let my cabin steward know that I've done that, so they can put them back at the end of the cruise and I don't get charged for them. I'll give you a closer look at the outlets here. So it looks like 2 3-prong outlets here, and then additional 2 over here. So this cabin is very well equipped with outlets. So 2 USBs, 1 on either side of the bed, and then you have 4 total of the 3-prong outlets in the desk area, which is nice. Another curtain here you can use to separate this space. I like this feature just because if I'm getting ready, you know, getting up early to go to the gym or whatever, and someone's still trying to sleep, you can pull this closed and they won't see the light from the closet area in the bathroom. Let's take a look at the storage space. Lots and lots of storage in this cabin. So nice big closet here. You'll note that this has your robes and some blankets and your safe. Some area for hanging items, or an area for hanging items. Let's pop this one open. Got another big closet area. You can fold these down if you want additional shelving, or you can leave them up if you just want to hang some longer dresses and pants and things. And one more closet here. Again, kind of the same deal. You can set this up the way that you want it with the shelves, or you can turn them up and just have space for hanging items. gonna pop over here. So this is kind of old school, but it has your privacy notice. You can put in the door. You don't want to be disturbed. Let's take a look at the restroom. So one of my favorite features of these obstructed ocean view cabins is that you get a bathtub. So you just pay like a little bit extra. I paid around $100 more than I would have paid for an interior cabin on this ship. And you get the natural light coming in through the big window. You get additional square footage and storage space, and you get a bathtub, which I love. I know not everyone's a bath person, but this is a chilly time of year to be sailing to Alaska and British Columbia, which is where our ship is taking us. And so I really like the idea of being able to come back and take a hot bath. So that's a nice feature. You'll note the Elma's shampoo, conditioner, and bath and shower gel, which is a really great feature of Holland America. Every cabin on board comes with those items. And then I also love that lotion is provided. My hands tend to get really dried out on a cruise because I'm washing them all the time. I'll give you a little look at the vanity space here. All right, so let's pop out here, just make sure I haven't missed anything. I think the only other thing I wanted to show you was the temperature control, which is right here, so you can set that the way that you like it. All right, so I think this cabin's gonna work really well for me. I am cruising solo on this one, so I've got lots of space all to myself, and I'm pretty pleased with this cabin. All right, signing off for now. Bye, everyone.